Slipstream is a service company that provides emissions testing in the gas compression space. Our customers are primarily the midstream operators in the industry, and we provide a service that does emissions tests on the engines that drive the compressors in the field.
Slipstream is a very mobile, nimble, dynamic company. We support customers from the Canadian border all the way down to the Gulf Coast.
I think we take the approach that our responsibility is to connect all of the interested parties in a stack test, and so that includes our customers, our employees, and the engine vendors.
We have a wealth of experience in dealing with the technical aspects of emission controls on natural gas engines, including air-fuel ratio control and catalytic conversion and the science behind what's going on in a catalyst during the emissions reduction process. This allows us to call up an engine owner or an engine vendor and have a really detailed scientific conversation about what it takes to pass an emissions test, far beyond just putting a probe in a stack and pulling numbers out.
Our labs are where our people spend, it's their office, it's what they spend all day in. They're built for the technician to do good work, and that includes having the tools and the space and the new equipment. They're custom built from the frame up. It's built for the oil field.
Early on at Slipstream, we identified that communication is key to coordinating and prepping for field work. Ultimately, the more often you communicate, the better prepared everybody is for the event. So we developed a 6-3-1 process where we have a routine cadenced communication. This allows everybody involved in the process to be prepared and not be surprised the day of the work.
The 6-3-1 is successful because it aligns our organization around the goal of completing a test the first time. We target a 2-day turnaround for our test reports. Sorting out an issue in a test event long after the fact is really impossible.
Turning a report around fast is important to us because it allows us to execute our task and pass it on to our customers as quickly as possible and give them the space to do what they need to do, the time to review.
It's refreshing when they get it within 48 hours and they're like, oh wow, I know I don't need it this fast, but it's kind of nice to know that I don't have to, that's one less thing I have to worry about, because Slipstream's always going to deliver well ahead of the time necessary.
I believe we've created a culture where every employee feels like they have each other's backs and somebody's got their back. We've worked hard to build relationships internally in the company so that people don't feel isolated out in the field. Our job is hard. Our testing technicians are in the middle of nowhere, nobody around them, sometimes no cell phone service. And those moments of isolation are hard on a human being. We work hard to develop those relationships to break down those isolation barriers and make people feel like they're part of a team and they're really part of something at Slipstream and not just a tool that's out in the middle of the field someplace.